It's the city of rock and roll, and this place sure is rocking as they await the start of this one. We're here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns.
Cam Little to kick off.
Cam Little out for the opening kick. And here we go at Huntington Bank Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Going back, it's the handoff. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
19 Tiger.
Back to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That play good for 17 and a first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
We've set it downs from 37. First down, play action. Taking a deep shot here. Has it down close. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up first and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. So they fire for the end zone on first down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on second and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Now they'll try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Fielded at the 7. Showing a little burst so far. He's racing past midfield. At the 20. And he does. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. The play fake, he'll throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. No doubt they take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving, too. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Takes the handoff, now to throw. On the move, headed right. He takes it himself. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking. He's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
2nd and 10, here he is to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. Breaks the tackle. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Another Baltimore first down. A gain of 12. And the Ravens.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He does it! Touchdown, Baltimore! The Ravens break the tie here in the first. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Round 7.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. He fields it from the 8. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing now off the play action. That one's complete to the rookie out of Oregon State. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 42-yard line.
Setting up to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's a Browns first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll throw it here on first. Finds the in route complete. And they make the tackle at the 38. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They take this ahead to the 34-yard line. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. He's got it in the red zone. Nice cut back, and he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns finish up their opening drive.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Browns tie things up at 14. Got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Finds him over the middle. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself, or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
The throw right side, caught by Njoku. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Offense up to the line fast. Throw here, 3rd down. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They get 23 on that one. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Metcalf there to bring it in. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. All right, timeout on the field here. We've got an injured player. And, yeah, you can recognize him quickly. That is DK Metcalf, who's shaken up. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. He's going to throw it. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here we go. Hawk 70. Hawk 18 Cardinal. 18.
From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
At the Ravens' 26-yard line.
Go. Ready.
Back to throw. To the left side, it's pulled in by Waddle. And he's going to score! Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns break the tie here in the 1st. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown! So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Cam Little to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
A gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. The gun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Offense to the line fast. They're going play action. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over after his 9th interception of the season.
He started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 50-yard line.
Now looking to throw. Connecting on the slant. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. 21-14 our score. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this.
Ready, set.
We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They have 3rd and 4 to start out. He's dropping back to throw. Kittle makes the catch. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Browns first down. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Chased out to his right. Jump off caught by his back. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Hey, go.
Trying to throw this from the gun. All the left side. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down. Waddle makes the catch. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Escapes the pocket. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game.
Ready, ready.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Come on. Set.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Brought in. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Browns double their lead to 14. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door to a bigger gap in the future.
Escapes the pocket. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets on the 1st.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First down, here's Swift.
I bet you, Kate, if you went back and studied all these runs in the NFL over a course of a season that gained significant yardage, there are plays just like that one where you've got to break a tackle to go eat up those yards.
1st and goal, Swift. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Forced out to his right. And he scores. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a one-score game in the first half. And this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it to.
Okay, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Braylon Allen with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Ready?
They'll throw to start the drive. Caught, nice gain left side. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's a Browns first down.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Nick Bosa makes the stop.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
He's going to throw this one. Oh, he lost the football. But the Browns got this one back, so they will luckily hang on to possession. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Down the left sideline he goes. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a 13-point lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Pressure coming, and he's taken down. The Browns got him. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
Hey, 3rd down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. But it can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And we'll love the effort on that return as he gets him all the way up beyond the 40. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Hits his running back. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They'll run here on 1st down. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Second down pass play coming. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Now, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. Browns with the lead here from Huntington Bank Field. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Let's go now. 60 vices, 60 vices. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Down to the 10. And they take this in for the score. The Browns boat racing them to the halftime locker room. On his Little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns stretch their lead to 21. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10.
60 vices, 60 vices. Go.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Here's Swift on second down. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
Now he takes it, and he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Pass brought in by Slayton. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
They'll try and punch it in. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Ravens chop some of the lead off before the half. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. This is Allen to return. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Buys time, rolling right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
Again to throw on 2nd. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. Give him 5 on the play. And that's a Browns first down.
That's good for a Browns first down.
Here we go, here we
First and
go.
10 at the 48
Cougar
yard
19.
line.
Sticking to the air here. Catch made underneath by the back. He's still going at the 30. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a 29-yard gain. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense. We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
This return starts at the 5. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
On first down, they'll run. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
They left him wide open. It's complete. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Setting him on the dive. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
79 Broncos. Let's go now. 18, driving 60. Ready.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He has room past the 25. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Getting 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat?
Come on.
The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a first and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's a give on first and goal. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
70.
They call pass on 2nd and goal. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Ravens Banks will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
He completes it in traffic. And he's going to make it out to about the 11-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Trying the right side. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Back-to-back carries here. He cuts it back right. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. First down, play action. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Okay, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. Brought off a tackle, but he lost the football. And this is going to be Browns football. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Okay, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot. Right, he's got great what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Mustang 19.
I'll throw it. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Get it. 70, Timberwolf.
10, 10.
Craft 80.
Here he goes, third and long. Cut out left. And he'll get it up to the 44.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east-to-west routes, just get that first down on these critical third down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
And that's out. We're just waiting for the spot. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Now, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
They give it to him again. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on that play, and they only have 1 now to go on third down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
On third down, here's Swift. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Running with Swift out of the gun. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Hey, these are the type of gains he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They go play action on first down. Hauled in by Njoku, left side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
He finds Njoku, complete. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. He fights his way through a tackle. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Gosh, I got to just be honest with you, kid. I marvel at the strength we see out of these running backs. Strength, the agility. Not that they weren't strong when I was playing, but the guys today just run right through contact at times without even blinking, and that's how you get those big chunk yard runs. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And the shotgun to give to Swift. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, one defender failed while his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
To the air on third and long. That's caught for the first. And they get this down to the 7-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Running behind center with Swift. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens shrinking the lead some in the third. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Go!
They'll throw to start the drive. Short pass brought in. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
Third down and 3 yards to go.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
Looking in the air here. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens will take over as he records his first interception of our season. A new set of downs for him from the 31. First down, here's Swift. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down, and they go right back to it. And that carry over, that's one on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Takes the second down snap. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
They got the interference call on third down, and that keeps this drive going with a new set of downs. Running it after the penalty. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
At the Browns' 9-yard line.
Here's the backup. First throw. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. He felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And maybe should have been thinking pass there, partner. The defense all over this run, and it's going to be 4th and goal. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this.
Here we go, set.
Desperation time here. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or stop to somehow, some way?
And he's not going to escape. They could not get the push they needed. That's going to be a safety. So after the safety, we're going to see a free kick from the 20-yard line. We'll take it from the 1. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
The key out of the shotgun. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They'll get 4. 14 yards and a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
70 Lions. Set, go.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Let's go now. 72.
On the carry, it's Swift. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So third down now.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Browns are in the nickel for this third down call.
60 Bison. 60.
Third and long for him here. On the move, headed right. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Direct snap to the up man. He's going to push for it. And he's hauled down before he can pay off that gamble as their creativity is rewarded with a turnover on downs. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Jump off Popeye's back. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
So that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Third down, and they need to get 10.
Ready. Viking 18. Let's go.
Throw here, third down. To the left side, it's pulled in by Waddle. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Browns first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Got him a good handful there as it brings up second down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is second and 4.
70 Lions. Check smash.
Another carry for him. Oh, he lost the football. And the Ravens make the recovery.
Put a check mark by that one. You're going to remember that one, not just over the course of this game, but I guarantee you in the offseason when they're watching effort. That was all about effort. Backs pressed against the wall when you're down here defensively. And that's the type of play that coaches love to see from everyone.
He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. And this is going to be Browns football. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's first and 10.
Trap 60. Trap 60.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. He brings it in. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
18 Rattler.
Here's the throw. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. George Kittle, the touchdown. On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns lead by 15 now.
52. Ravens 37.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10. McKee from the gun. This one's to Slayton, left side. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Now hold on, everyone. There's a Browns player shaken up after that play, and he's in need of some attention. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. This is Allen to return. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
30-yard line.
On the set.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Ready. Cougar 19. Deputy Lions.
Throwing now off the play action. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And they're going to be set up with a 1st down after a nice gain there as he's down by contact.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1 play in, and they are already close to midfield.
70 Timberwolf. 70 Timberwolf. Ready.
To throw here on 1st down. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
60 Bisons, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
He's back to throw. That's Cox again. It's Kittle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Lone back gets the handoff. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Second and 3 now.
Tag! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cougar 19. Ready.
Back to the well again. And they take him down right along the 30. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
They're going to pass it here. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. Shut down after a gain of about a yard. That's going to bring up fourth down. All right, timeout on the field here. We've got an injured player. And yeah, you can recognize him quickly. That is DK Metcalf, who's shaken up.
For the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
Little knocks it through. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
That kick right there, Kate, it was a crucial one that really just caused their odds of winning this game to jump substantially. Now we've got a 2-score game. It really leaves no room for error for this opposing offense as they prepare to take the field.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10. McKee back to throw. Big play, pushes them beyond midfield. And he's finally hauled down at the 43. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Ravens first down.
First down throw by McKee. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked up by Dorian Strong. And the Browns are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
At their own 29.
Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it, second and 10.
Here we go, Scott. 70 Timberwolves.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. It's a nickel set for the Ravens, third down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 70 Timberwolves. Ready, ready.
Here he goes, third and long. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. They connect on the deep shot. He has this down to the 34. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. The outcome's decided here, but we got a timeout with 2 seconds on the clock so they can think it over before their final play. They're lining up for a field goal. Don't need the points, but it seems like they just can't resist. From the left hash, this will be from 50. His kick is good at the end, but boy, Brock, we might see some words exchanged at midfield here as they add 3 to the win as time expires. So the Browns come away with the win. And I know it's different for every sport, Brock, so is this the point where we'd say this winning streak is official? Might have something to it. 3 wins in a row now after this latest triumph.
Well, you get to this point, and what happens is you get to that building the next day and everybody feels good. Secretary feels good, chef feels good, kitchen feels good. Everybody's feeling good stacking these kind of wins in a row.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Browns. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.
Chill, not on my side as my ego becomes a funky child with some words on my tongue. Feel like intake a breath and my mouth gets loose. So while I scatter my spit, I dream of juice. How to rebel out in dark hallways. This place, I guess I made your day. I say, play the track from your record collection. It's your mix, congratulations.
Changed a lot of names, some songs. Know that we have always been down. If I ever didn't thank you, then
Stop the rock. Stop the rock. Stop the rock. Stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Stop the rock. Stop the rock. Stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop. Shake my paranoia. Can't stop the rock. 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 Shake my paranoia.